Nice. Hands to your heart, prayer pose. We're all going to do one big om to close our practice today. Everybody do a big inhale. Namaste. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoy the class. Yes. Maritas, good job on this thing. It's very hard to do, yes? 9, 8, 7. Some of your hands to your heart, some of your hands to the sky. 6. Some of you maybe see if you can lift your bend your right knee. Again, Annice, Liza, and Maritas, palms open to the sky. Rotate, use your big thumb, touching your big toe. Yes, Maritas, now rotate your elbows forward. Yes, rotate your elbows forward. Open your chest, Maritas. Don't make face, just look up, open your chest. 3. Yes, you're there. Elbows up now. Yes. Yes. My God, I'm recording this. 2. Now see if you can use your left hand as well. 2. 1. Everybody release your ankle down on the floor. But you see the progress, yes? Everybody coming back to kneeling, hands to your heart. Who said virtual class cannot keep progress with difficult poses, yes?
No, I use a strap. But you should watch the video. It's really cool when your elbow just slowly goes up, 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 and then it's like, oh, magic.
You mean our video?
Yeah, after you put out the video.
Yeah, you've seen, right?
It's really
I purposely cut those videos out.
Because
So
you got it, and then you arch your back a little and you see that elbow going out to the side.
I think it's somebody else. I think Maritas, this is the first one, right? This is the first time you do it. Yes, yes. So it must be another person. I don't even remember who it is. But Annice, you know how to do it, right? But you just...
I can't do it. Like it's my shoulder, yeah. But it was nice to see her doing it because you could see the moment where it gets close enough that your elbow goes up.
For Maritas this time, yes, yes. So you know how to do this and up, yes. Eventually, so Maritas couldn't reach with her left hand right now, but eventually she can, yes. So the thing is, this particular pose, right? The king, whatever, right? King star, right? It's actually, I think for a lot of people don't appreciate is they are very flexible themselves by default. Like June, for example, right? Oh, I just do it. Maritas and you haven't got that flexibility. I'm targeting to how technically to do it without, extreme. You need flexibility, but you don't need like full flexibility. I think Liza already got it easily. Yeah, and then eventually, Maritas, what you do is using the same technique for the boat pose as well, the back bend, lying down on the floor. You exactly do grabbing the toes like this and lift. Yes, but that's another day. Yeah, good, okay.
I like the,
Liza,
the back bends in a row.
I'm actually very tired just to tell you what to do. I'm actually like, my mouth actually is cramping right now. So much instructions. Yes, Annice, you try to say something.
Oh, I like the 3 camels in a row because it definitely feels easier by the 3rd one.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about now when you say you want to do like the 5 back bends in a row.
You know right now, especially when a couple of conditions, right? When you're cold, when you are not as flexible and in those guys, right? So I need 5. My friend is like always complain, why you ask the instructor for 5? You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me.
Well, because I noticed like the first couple, like I'm breathing really hard, like it's very uneven, and then like after a couple, it's like, oh, like my breath can come down to like a reasonable level, and so I can kind of get comfortable in it.
So now only us in online, yeah. So it's almost interesting for you as an instructor to observe what Jay is doing, right? And my instruction to him, and no, this will help your teaching if you actually still want to teach more, right? It's easy to teach somebody like you or other people. Oh, I have some practice. I have a good practice. I'm flexible. I can do whatever. Any instructor can step in and say, oh, do this, do that. Yeah, it's extremely hard to get people like Maritas. If you see the video, it's like, wow, okay, right? But hey, let's try, you know. But with the right techniques, you can, get you through those non-flexible kind of, problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like people who their hamstrings are really tight, like when you sit and you want to kind of like sort of flip your pelvic bowl, right? So that like in a straddle, right? Like how do you help people with that? Because I just see a lot of people that are kind of like their backs a little rounded like that, and they can't seem to.
They can't seem to. No, even if you look at all my video, it's like, okay, can you do this? Can you do this?
They just
People
can't.
just don't register. No, even if you tell them 1,000 times. This is why I change my instructions slightly every time, right? For example, I need to like pass you my experience because I'm inflexible. If people flexible do not
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
that you're gonna do this round back. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean even I have round back, right? But then, well, I can't actually do it anymore now. So, but the important thing is this, right? To get over. But nobody is saying that like the forward fold is actually tummy touching the thigh.
right.
So, but that comes from that knowledge is come from Tadasana. Forward fold, bend. For people like me, from non-flexible to slightly flexible, you feel the energy. Actually, it seems like there's a. I mean, I excuse my language, but it's like pulling out of your ass.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
So you
yeah. Where the energy
feel
goes out that way. Yeah,
exactly. You feel the lengthening
yeah,
going this way.
yeah, yeah,
It's very hard to explain. People don't practice or don't try to listen to your practice. They don't understand. But if you do this, lengthen, lengthen, you need to flex. You see how many people don't do this, right? Don't bend, don't put the knees together, don't put your big toes together, don't flex your big toe,
yeah.
and don't put the tummy down and lengthen. That energy does not go through.
Mm.
I don't even know what it is, but when you come down, when you go so deep, you actually feel the energy is going through your ass, right?
Yeah. And I
Yeah?
definitely feel
See,
like
there
I
you
feel my
go.
butt start to slide backwards.
Exactly. Your butt start to slide the other way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So with that knowledge, you go to standing pose. So if you look at all the poses, yoga poses, it's basically okay, the same pose but standing,
yeah,
sitting,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
inverting or sideways, right? They are
yeah,
exactly the same. So if you miss how to practice fundamentally, everything is gone.
yeah,
You don't understand. Doesn't matter how many times you tell them. Look at all my class video, right? Okay. Can you just that's why I really hate myself, keep repeating myself, right? I say, okay, can you bend your knees? I understand you can do that, but can you bend your knees? Right? It's okay not to straight, but then you feel the hip coming up. That's
mm,
the energy floating through, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Okay, so bend the knees first, and that
yeah,
kind of
but
get that
if
going.
you don't put your tummy down, so my new set of instruction is tummy down,
Right.
chest and chin. You see, I changing my
Yeah,
instruction, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So it's tummy down. So to get the tummy touching your thigh, chest,
yeah.
chin. Now, if people listen, they will start to feel your butt is sliding towards the
Yeah.
back. That energy, I really don't want to say it. I need to find some better way to say it. But you actually feel the energy is shooting towards
Yeah.
your ass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same
The
with like
length.
Pasarita and all that kind of thing
Right,
too.
right, right.
Yeah.
Then you apply the same energy to the pasaritas, which is
Right.
slightly different, right? Um, yeah, yeah, but that will answer your question. How to reduce that round back is the first thing that I'll talk about the forward fold and also the
Tell me
the
too.
tummy, chest, chin.
Yeah.
But believe me, people still will not listen.
Yeah. 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 Because I have one student who's she's really strong, but she's really tall. She's like 6 feet tall, and she's just not that flexible. And so a lot of these things, it's like just tricky for her because her
Absolutely.
hamstrings are tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It, it, you know, it's tricky. It takes people to want to surrender.
Okay. Yeah.
People
Yeah.
who do not want to surrender, they will always be fighting.
Makes sense.
I told you the case, right? When I don't trust my instructor, it's in turtle pose, especially for me, it's a killer.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
I
even
mean,
the early
but then
days when you used to
he
try to like
insists,
push my
okay,
arms.
screw it, I'm gonna listen to you. Okay, I'm gonna get her. Okay, just then you reduce the
Yeah.
hurt,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's still hurt.
Well,
But
it doesn't work unless you relax.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you fight, right? If you
Yeah.
don't trust, well, of course, it takes trust to your instructor, right? Maybe
Yeah.
she doesn't trust you. Maybe people don't trust me. No, no, it's a true issue.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
true issue. I mean, yeah, I ask you to use your hands, you don't use your hands, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, but that is a tricky thing. But it's a, come on, it's a fundamental pose, right? Forward fold. But it's so many different little things. In my class, I pass on my experience,
Yeah.
how I actually felt when I practice.
Well, I think also a lot of people have heard like nose to knee so many times that it's a little hard to like break that. Right.
Tummy, chest, chin.
Yeah.
Tummy, chest, chin.
Tummy, chest,
But
chin.
nobody will do it. Tummy, chest, chin. But it's the easiest one. It's the easiest one. You
Yeah.
try it. Go to experiment on Jay. No, I mean you have a very good experiment partner right there.
I don't know if the trust is there.
That's right. So, yeah. Good question and answer. Yeah. It is. But you can observe him and improve your teaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why am I saying okay? Well, level your ankle and your elbow when you're in lizard pose. Why do you turn that hip 45 degrees? How do you explain 45 degrees is to stepping on a metal plate and turn 45 degrees? You see that particular pose because it's not a formal pose like a traditional pose.
Mm.
A lot of people in any yoga, all yoga classes are random, doing random things, right? Okay, open here, turn to the side.
Yeah. They'll
So
oftentimes put pressure on the ankle, so it's like bent at a weird
right,
angle.
so it should be like this is the knee, this is the ankle, right? You
Right.
are
The whole
doing
thing moves
this.
as a
So
unit.
you think about what you're working on, right?
Yeah.
And then open chest. Some can do this, but the thing is, if everybody's trying to do what they think, right? It's very hard to adjust everybody to make it correct. So I
Right.
want to make sure that everybody is doing the same thing. So it's your job to think about okay, how you control the situation, right? Yeah, yeah. Once you control the situation, for example, okay, I know Annice now, you know what I'm talking about. Then I trust you as a student and say, okay, you can add whatever the heck you want. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But for
Yeah.
Jay, I would say, okay, Jay, 45 degrees like this. This is like 45 degrees. Okay. Like, yeah. So yeah, it goes both ways, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah. So for example, you, Liza, I would just okay do whatever you want because I know you have been to my classes many times and you know how to do it correctly. So I trust you to do the modification.
Mm.
But hey, modern yoga class, you don't care if you're doing it right or wrong. So do you care if you're passing the right message?
Yeah. Well,
That's so I don't
depends on your
like other
aim, right?
yoga classes because they do not. I do not think that, in my opinion, I do not think most of them passing the right message.
Mm.
Right? Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But that's just me.
Okay. Well, good
Okay.
class.
Have you